Hi everybody, this is Mama Sue, and today we're going to be doing these turquoise earrings. Aren't those cool? Now I told you that I was going to do some in the same style I did the other day, but using different stones to show you how much different they look when there is a different stone there. Now I also have another comparison. Here's the white ones. Here's white turquoise. You can use the white turquoise. Now this one I used the three of the same size. Now this is like a number 4, I believe, and this is the number 6. So these are like pretty small earrings next to these. See the difference in size there? But I like the different shapes. On this one I put different shapes. Not just different sizes, but different shapes. See 2 long ones and small ones, and that's a number 8. That's about a 6, and that's about a 4 or 5, somewhere around there. But that's what you got there. And I'm using. Let me show you what I'm using. Let me get this down here. I already made one of the earrings, so we just got to make the second one. But these are very, very cool, and they look so pretty on. And a lot of people like the natural rocks. So here's the wire I'm using. This is just a cheap wire, but it's like black and steel. But it's really hard to work with unless you're making something simple like this. But if you're doing wire wrap, you never want to use this, because this is hard to use if you're doing wire wrap. I'm going to show you how I do the tips. I'm just going to use a different wire, just so you know how to do it. And those who were watching yesterday, I'll probably already know how to do this. Okay, let me get what I want to do. This is what I always do with this, or most of the time. I lay my, see this? See that? I lay it right up to the edge of the middle of my round nose pliers. And then I just push down. See? And then I've got a nail. See there? Kind of a nail. Let me get that a little better. Okay, there we go. That's a lot better. See there? But, and then I put my pliers right here. I like to go either near the tip or at the halfway point. Halfway point's a good circle too. I'm going to go at the halfway. Oh, wait. I got to go with this. Well, go the halfway point on this one. And you just turn it around, pushing it away from you. You know, it went this way. And then it didn't get all the way around. The wire didn't get all the way around. So I'm going to come in and grab it here, let it finish going around. And then I've got this little thing here. Now I'm just going to come in right around there and let me show you. Put it right in here. And I'm just going to pull down. See? Now you've got your little place to work with there. The reason that I didn't do it with the black wire, where'd it go? Okay, here it is. The reason I didn't do it with the black wire is because I did these so long ago, getting them ready for you guys, but never got my camera working right, that I went ahead and I sized these at the same time when I was making this first one, so that it would come out identical to this one. I like to do those together right away. I'm going to show you one more time on this so that you totally know how to do it. Let me cut off this tip. Well, I cut off more than a tip there. Okay. I'm going to put this right down on my metal, and you don't want it going over. See how you can see it over the metal? I'm going to pull it back until it's right at the edge of the metal. Then I'm going to just hold that down. Then I'm going to push straight down like that, and you come up with something kind of like that. And then I'm going to put my plier right here, and I'm going to be pushing away from me now. I'm going to push this wire, just push it away from me, just like that. Then I have to move my plier so that it can go the rest of the way around, because this is in the way. This part of my pliers is in the way. So I'm gonna, oops, I pulled it out. See how it is right there? And it's not all the way around. Then I'm going to put the pliers right back in there, and I'm going to pull it the rest of the way around. Now, if you notice, I've got that little friendly little wire ring. Now all I want to do is I want to pull this big wire straight down. So I'm going to get a good hold on it right here and just pull straight down. See there? And that's how you make that loop. Now what I do is I normally put it right down at the edge of that little flyaway piece there, and just push it up a little bit so that it's ready to start putting beads on with kind of a round edge. Then it stops. When you do this, you're actually making a stopper for your beads. Let me show you. See, if I take one of these beads and put it on here. Well, this is a bad one to go by. Hang on a second. If I put a bead on there, look where it stopped. It stopped right at that little place, because I have that little overlay over my wire right here. Oops. Overlay over my wire right there. See it right there? Right there. Not there. But anyway, when it comes down, it stops right there. It's just because of doing the ring this way. I've got another way of doing them too, and I've got to show you that probably on the next video, because I have my medicine bottles upstairs that I make the rings with that. And it's just another way to make rings that might be easier for you. Okay, so let's get started here. After you've made your cute little circle type thing, see there? Now I've got it bent down a little bit already. So I'm going to start putting my beads on. I want 5 of these small ones. Let me just grab some, put them in my hand, and go 1, maybe, 1, 2. This thicker wire, that's why it's harder to find those holes. This is probably about a 16. I mean about an 18. 16 is bigger than that. Oh wait, how many I put? I put on 3. I need 2 more. I went off in La La Land. And there is the last one for the first part of this earring. Okay, now after that, I've got these lined up the way they go for you to pick them up. It's easier that way, and then I just go back and forth on these, because this is the in-between. Like, we're going to put one of these fancy ones on first, because that's what's on first here. You see? And see how those beads stop? They stop right there at that edge, because I have this little, let me scrunch it a little so you can see it better. I'm going to scrunch that just a little bit. Make it tight. See how that is like that? Now, when I push my beads up there, See, it stops. Well, wait a minute. Can you see that? It stops right when you get up to that little edge. And that's where we want it to stop, so it'll be the same size as this one. Okay, now go to the next one. It's the oblonged one. Then, oops, then one of the fancies. And then a smaller one. And a fancy. And the bigger one is the biggest one. Another fancy one. And then this one. This one. Gosh, we're almost there. This one. And then this one. Now all we've got left are the little tiny ones to finish, because we've got all of our beads on already. That's how fast the bracelet is to make. The earrings, not bracelet. See, you can tell I'm just in La La Land today. But I'm trying to keep my hands where you can see everything. That is helpful when you can see what I'm doing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See there? That's all of your beads are on already that quick. Now this is a heavy wire, so I'm having to twist it carefully to get it over there because it wants to fight with me. But that's what happens when you use generic wire. And a lot of times I do, because I like to practice on that kind of stuff. Why spend all that money? And besides, costume jewelry isn't as nice as this. I mean, and this wire does not go into your ear. So it's no problem using this. They're covered and it's not going in your ear. But the black wire looks so pretty. That's why I had to do it, even though it was thicker. You know, and harder to do. Now let me see which way this is going. It looks like I went this way with that one, so I want to go this way with this one. I like to do them the opposite, because then, I mean, when I look at it, I can tell. A lot of people don't even notice that kind of stuff, but I really notice it because I make jewelry. Now I'm going to turn this over this way because it'll be easier for me, because I can hang on to that better. Now I pushed all the beads on there really hard. I've got them really in there. Now I'm just going to pull this over and see how those two beads are matching up right there in the front. Like there. Now I'm just going to roll this around like that. Now I'm going to straighten this out to make it look beautiful. And I'm going to size it up to this other one. Oh, we got a good match. Now this one I only have like 1, 2, 3 rings on it, so I'm going to put 3 on this one. 1, 2, 3. Now let me tighten that up, because this is heavy wire. When it's heavy wire, it's really hard to get it really nice and tight. So I'm just going to move this a little bit. I'm just going to squeeze it downward. I just get real fussy when I am not entirely happy with the way something is. Although it looks nice. Just meant there's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that that was the same. that they were both 3. Now I'm going to squish this side down some by putting my plier in the middle of this and holding it on the top of this. See how I'm pulling that down a little bit? Now I'm going to squeeze it in. See, now I'm going to cut off that extra. Now it doesn't matter that I'm marring that up because I'm going to sand some of it off anyway. Sand some of that black off. Pull that up and cut it off. Now I'm going to squash that down. There's a little piece right there. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little piece right there that needs to be upset right there. But I'm going to squash it down. Buster, are you eating my paintbrushes? Go! Get out of here. Oh, sorry. My dog was getting into, my kid's dog was getting into my paintbrushes. And then now, I'm just going to squeeze it this way. And voila! And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sand this a little bit with just a plain old emery board. See? I want just take enough off to so they don't think it's entirely black wire. See how I just took a little bit off? See how you can see some of the silver under it? That's what I do. You know, I have a problem. One of my beads has broken in here because I squashed it. I'm going to squash it back. This earring I'll probably have to redo because of that squashing my bead. That wasn't a very bright thing to do. Well, now it's got a little bit of sanding on it like this one has. And all I got left is to put the ring on it. And like I told you before, I like it better if I pull this little ball down. See that little arch in there? That makes my earring stick out on my ear. So I push that ball down and I straighten that. And then that's the way it is now that I straightened it. And trying to see if I have one over here. No, I don't have one over here. But that's right. I'm going to go ahead and open this one up. I open it right here. I just pull it straight up, never out this way. And then I'm going to take the side that has the squish piece in. See the squish piece there? That means that's the back. So I'm going to put that on here, forward on. We'll put your front in the front. Now I'm going to squish it a little bit. Now, let me show you what I got. Those are the earrings. Trying to get that close enough where there we go. And that is with the turquoise. And then, like I said before, now these are identical to these. And then these, oh, I went with a gold wire in the middle of that. But these, I really like these. These are really petite and just really cute on. You know, these ones are mine. Yeah, but I like the way those turn out. Well, anyway, I'm going to let you go for now. That's what I've got for you. And maybe I'll get busy and make another one today. Anyway, Y'all take care of yourself and remember you're loved.